Hello guys, so today we will see how to make a authentic Tam Bram filter coffee. Okay, so what do we need? So we need a coffee powder. So I'm taking a coffee powder, and this coffee powder is basically a blend of coffee and chicory. So it's basically a 85% coffee and 15% chicory blend. Alright, so you need to take this, put it in an airtight container and put in your freezer, and it stays for long. And then what do you need? Authentic filter coffee is usually made in something called a filter. So this is a filter. Okay, so it's basically like this. So it basically looks like this. So this is what is ideally called a filter coffee decoction. So this is a brewing machine, with moving parts. So you have a lid. What you have is a compressor. So basically you put the powder here and you compress it with this very tightly. And then this actually has a lot of holes inside, right? So this is through the water, basically the water that goes through the coffee gets converted into a beautiful golden dark liquid called decoction, and that decoction comes out of this and flows into this. So basically what do we need for this? We need coffee powder, we need water, and for water what I am going to do is ideally I'm going to fill water till this brink here, transfer it to a cup, a bowl, and heat it. And what happens is after the decoction comes out, it comes to this much of actual decoction, and this much of water is actually absorbed by the coffee powder. So that's authentic coffee. It's like 1.5 equal to 1. Like 1.5 times of water that changes into 1 times of decoction. Alright, let's get into this. Alright, so I brought the water till boil, and after the water is boiled, I'm switching off the stove. So after I switch it on, I'm gonna wait till the last bubble that's coming in, right? Coming in from the bottom stops. Come on, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. Done. So that's stopped. So now as soon as this is stopped, I'm gonna take this using this. It's called a kidiki, so not to burn your hands. I'm gonna take this and pour it into my filter. So before that, let's see how to set up the filter and the coffee powder. Alright guys, so let's get into setting up the filter before pouring the boiling water into this. Alright, so first step, this is sugar. It's just a little unrefined sugar. This is what I like best for my coffee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this sugar and I'm going to smear it inside just to make a smooth coating in the bottom of this filter. Okay, so once I do this, I just move this aside and bring in the beautiful coffee powder. So this coffee powder, like I said, it's around 85% cheap coffee and 15% chicory. So I'm gonna take this and start filling this up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and the sixth one I'm just going to put in 75% of it, and I'm gonna retain this back here, right? So this is basically the volume that my mom says. Usually it's 5.75 spoons, and this is the kind of spoon that I use. Alright, let's take this compressor and I'm going to compress this a bit. So after I compress this, I'm gonna make a top layer coating of the same sugar. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna smear this on the top layer. So what happens is this beautifully caramelizes in 2 different places of this filter and gives the coffee the decoction a very dark and beautiful texture. Alright, so now the next step is I'm gonna take my base, I'm gonna fit this inside and keep it. So the next step is the water. which we boiled. Of course, it ran a bit cold and I reboiled it and waited for the bubble to settle down. I'm gonna take that and pour it slowly into this coffee mixture. I'm gonna pour it very slowly because any speed would probably push the water outside and I would end up getting a thin decoction, which is not my goal though. Pour it, pour it, pour it, pour it. Alright, done. The next step is to close it and put it away and start boiling the milk to make the beautiful coffee. I've started to boil the milk and it's boiled. Okay, I switched it off and there you go, you got milk. Alright, so we have all the stuffs ready to make the coffee. So this is a tumbler and this is a dabara. They're basically like Romeo and Juliet, you know, Laila Majnu. So they are always together like this upon each other. So so what are we going to do now? So we're going to again, you know, take the kidiki and get the milk from the pot and pour it into the tumbler, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the beautiful decoction, and you can see that everything is drained away from here and it is all moved into this, and that's the beautiful decoction. So you want to see the golden color of it. So that's the golden color of the decoction. So I'm just going to pour this decoction into the dabara, and I'm again going to take my sugar that's unrefined, take the sugar, put it inside the tumbler on the milk basically, and then a little bit more. I mean, I like to have a little extra sugar on my coffee. So next step is to mix both of these together. This is called athardi, you know, it's called mixing together both these things to make a beautiful and don't mix it too much, it may get less hot. And that's the filter coffee. And the last step is to take a little bit more of this decoction, mix it with this and top it up on your coffee, you know, like this. It's strong and beautiful and flavorful filter coffee. Thank you.